All right, we're live. What's up, guys? How's it going? All right, so it's what, Wednesday? Let me go ahead and turn on the comment section. Okay. Hey, hey! Look at that. There's Hathim, Alex, and Tammy. We're going to say new OP05 box break. We're going to say new Cubone lightning break. And battle styles. Pokemon break. Lots of breaks. Should we call them breaks? New OP5 box break, new Cubone break, battle styles break, live rip and ship. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's go OP5 box break. Yes, we hosted one a little while ago and it was way better odds. The odds are going to be worse this time because it's more expensive. But it just reflects the actual price of the boxes going up. So, you know, it's not wrong. It's just, if only you could have gotten into it a little earlier. Or last time. All right, so... Thanks for your delivery. Fresh slicing tomatoes. What did Karis get? Karis got a Walmart order. What did she order? She ordered... Let's see the items. Wait, do I have to log in? I don't want to log in. Oh my god, I hate logging into things. Don't you guys hate logging into things? That's the worst feeling. It's got to be the worst feeling. All right, just delete all this. All right, I'm not logging into nothing. Do we have any orders over here? Let's see if there's any pre-orders. Sometimes we get pre-orders. The last couple of days have been pretty nutso. There's been so many orders. It's kind of really surprising. Let's get the here it is. The website into the live stream, shall we? Into the live chat. Every day we get a couple website orders. It's become kind of a whole thing, isn't it? Okay, we'll dump this here. The only problem with the website is it doesn't have everything that we have for sale in it. So you can't peruse all of our items on the website. That's good. Let's see how tag orders are going, because I think there's one that's almost done. Okay. Cool, so we got one that's on the order complete step. Can I see the grades that means? Can I see the grades? Oh yeah, we can see the grades. Very nice. How nice. So what is this? This says October 1 submission. This one might be only my stuff. Let me just take a look. So Snorlax VMAX from Sword and Shield. Is it Japanese? Let's see. Yeah, that looks like... So this one that just completed, it looks like it's only my stuff this time. This was back when we were still doing like 500 cards a month, I think. And I was kind of looking at that going, I don't know if this is such a good idea, grading this much. So we got some 10s. Do we got any pristines, I wonder? Snorlax, VMAX, Heracross, Rocket Mimikyu. Man, I don't remember what I sent them. I sent them all kinds of stuff, I guess. King Gambit, Armorage, Cloud, Starly. Can we turn this... I want to see some of the cards in this order. I'm looking at our order from not ours, but my order with tag. We are. Let's see. I'm seeing a lot of 10s. Okay, I must have picked out really good cards. Dolliv, Koraidon, Team Star Grunt. What am I grading, dude? This one was not allowed to be graded. What was it? Dragon Maid? Oops. Dragon Maid, they would not grade it. That's too bad. They would not grade Japanese I Am Your Father Darth Vader card. That's too bad. They wouldn't grade any of this Sneaker Bunko either. Wow, that's too bad. All right. Here's a Mario top screen card. They got like a 0. Mario screen 8.5. Misty Psyduck got a 10. What Misty Psyduck is it? Let me see. This is a Heatwave Arena. Oh, very cute. Okay, it's a little Japanese Psyduck. It's a common card. I wonder if that'll sell. Cerulege, Mew. I wonder what's the most expensive card I sent in this order. Here's a Dark Weezing. Larvitar. Ooh, those are tough grades. So not all the grades are good. Some of them are quite tough. Here's an XY Fates Collide. Snorlax got a 9. Ooh, this might be good. Oh, nice. I got a Mewtwo level X hit card that got a 10, so that's good. 9, 9, 10, 10, 10. It's a mix. It's a mix. I'm just looking over my grades right now, guys. We just went live. How's it going, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Shining Magikarp got a 10. That's nice. Let's see. A little more here. Battle Partners, Battle Region, Space Juggler. I'm grading some weird stuff, man. I would just be grading all kinds of weird stuff. Oh, look at this. So I graded some Magic the Gathering SpongeBob, it looks like. 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. That's good. So we got some SpongeBob coming that got some 10, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, so that's cool. That's cool. I think we better get started, guys. Let me hit refresh on the website here. How many spots left in the jumbo pack break? Yeah, we talked about this last night. There's 2 spots left, and then that blows up. It goes off, so to speak. Let's see. I have insurance. I'll recover 85%. My pack collection got stolen in the move. Oh, that's the worst nightmare for me. Last time we moved, I was so scared that the movers would understand what they were moving. You kind of rely on them not knowing. Hey, J-Dog Gaming, he joined as a member. Welcome to Pokemojis. Thanks, man. So he renewed his membership. I appreciate that. Oh, man. I always got to have a drink when I go live. I swear, I down like 2 drinks in one live stream. Say it back, I love you. What? What are you saying, man? How many spots left in the jumbo pack break? I believe 2. Still out doing errands. Let's see. Mr. Russ, I'm happily married for this year. So here is our Battle Styles box. I show it off from time to time. I mean, it's pretty cool. You get a whole box of Battle Styles. It's probably gone up in price by now. Who knows? Mr. Downing Booty Juice. Yeah, I mean, that's my... Man, I used to joke with a friend a long time ago when I worked for Target. We used to throw a truck together. His name was literally Derek. So he was this black guy and I was a white guy. And we threw trucks together and both our names were Derek. And we would joke about a business, you know, different businesses we could start. And one of our funny ideas we would start an energy drink company called Booty Juice. And it'd have the whole truck rolling. Everybody'd be laughing about it because we'd be joking about the different flavors, you know, and it was really inappropriate. Booty Juice. We'd argue about who's the better truck thrower. It's a long time ago. I wonder what that guy does with his life now. I think he'd be shocked to find out I became a YouTuber later, I think. Because remember, I was just a scrappy nobody back then and completely broke. But I drink a lot of energy drinks back then. That's what I was doing back then. All right, so we already have a price on this, so this shouldn't be too hard to do at all, should it? Let's see. Let's scroll down to One Piece PRB5, right? Not PRB5, OP5. So 696 cheap dollars for the whole box. 696. What is that divided by 40? 17.4. So then what's 18 times 40? 720. It's right in the middle. I can either take it down a spot and have it be 1 in 17 or take it up a spot and have it be 1 in 18. I say take it up a spot. You know why? Because as usual, we're going to take on a lot of PayPal fees for hosting the break. All right. This one's going to take a long time either way. There it is. That's one whole box of One Piece. You can keep it sealed if you'd like. Maybe I shouldn't be putting the sticker on the outside of it. Well, you know what I can do? When the break's over, I can get you a fresh box if you don't want the sticker on it, okay? So we can get you a nice clean one, okay? So there it is, One Piece OP5, 1 in 18. That's a long way to go. The Nami is done. The Nami was actually, what, 1 in 19, wasn't it? Nami was 1 in 19. Excuse me. All right. So we need a box topper. Sent an order. Driving home right now. Read my message in the order. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Box break. OP5 English. And it's going to be $40. 1 in 18. There it is. There's all the information. And now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. From yesterday's Poke Shuffle chases should be given bounty spots. Ooh. Yes. All right. If you guys get a chase card, let me know and I'll put you in the bounty, okay? I pretty much forget about the bounty otherwise. All right. Do you have any used Band-Aids, preferably from the foot? What are you talking about? All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Now, we'll toss this over here, the bounty. Ooh, the bounty. Ooh. If you guys pull a chase card, you should request a spot in the bounty break. Do you think that the bounty break has changed much about the demand for products on the table? I almost feel similar to those custom booster packs we were doing. It hasn't changed much. He's going to clone you, mister. No! Look at that. So that's the jumbo pack break, nice and fat. Okay. This is the new lightning break. It's only 4 spots, and it's not a $30 or $40 pack. It's a $30 pack. So they're cheaper this time. Oh, yeah. Nice. And it's a nice PSA 10 Master Ball Cubone with the fractional star spot. We're going to begin by clicking on the first order. Joshua Whipple, 1 box of Mega Dream for me, for the wife. I'm out doing errands, but should be home within 20 minutes. If you could hold it till I get home, I'd appreciate it. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Okay, so here it is, a box of Mega Dream. I'll just set that to the side. So that is it. We're all done. We sold a box of Mega Dream. I made 20 bucks. I'm going to bed, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Pack collections are cool, but really feel for the guy who lost his. Yeah, the lowest you can get these boxes are for like $7.50. Wait, you talking about OP5? OP5's gone up? Is that what you're saying? Well, let me take a look at that. One piece OP5. I know that boxes have been on the rise, but 750 seems like a lot. So let me take a quick look at that. Wait, let me just take a look at last sold. How about that? You under prices seems. You know, I didn't even check the price because we had recently priced it. Okay, let's take a quick look. Box. Oh my God, he is not wrong. I cannot believe this. Last sold for $799 or $750 in the US. We have to check our one-piece prices. That's incredible. That would imply I bought the box just before the price explosion. So we have to change that list. That list can't be 1 in 18. It has to be a bigger number. All right, so give me a second. That's crazy. I guess that would make it, heck, I don't even know, man. Usually the way we sell a product, we don't sell just to liquidate. We usually have a slight premium on it. And I guess we would do something like 41 and 21 or something. Wow, that's crazy. I bought the right thing at the right time, apparently. Someone going to buy all those spots law. Did you find out who bought those OPs yesterday? No, but for a moment, let's freeze our one-piece boxes. So I'm gonna point out that they're not for sale until we've done a little bit of research on them. Because if this one has jumped so aggressively by an extra $140 per box, or whatever it is, 150, we may need to check in on our other products as well. That's crazy. This would imply One Piece is exploding right now. Can we fix my slab away balance? Why, yes, we need to fix that. You mentioned that. I might have done my, I might have assumed you sent 40 instead of 80, right? Still think the scalpers aren't jumping in on One Piece? Yeah, basically. Here we go. Let me jump over here. again, the implication is that it's some sort of like nasty, greedy Pokemon scalpers instead of nasty, greedy One Piece scalpers. So my argument wasn't that One Piece collectors aren't buying up One Piece product. My argument was more like, oh, hold on, what's this? Weird. There's somebody in a different mod group in my other Discord channels was giving me some information here. Hold on. Okay, so what was I saying? So my argument wasn't that there's no scalpers. My argument is that there's plenty of One Piece buyers. You don't need Pokemon buyers. Okay, so let's reprice. We need a new price now, that means. It's the sneakerheads, right? Well, I mean, that's like a boogeyman is my point. You got like a boogeyman who's buying up all the product, you know, in theory. All right, we have a ridiculous new price. OP5. Well, let me do that one more time. I don't know what to think of this. So let me research a case, okay? Before we get all excited about this, let me research a case. That's what we actually have. I shouldn't be shy about what we have. We have a fresh case of OP5. That's the exact product we have, right? We have a case. And our products, no one has pulled a manga or a signature out of our products. That's what we exactly have. You guys saw me open it live, in fact. I brought the whole case onto the table and opened it right in front of you all. So, a sealed case should be more expensive because the boxes inside of there are guaranteed unsearched. Give me a moment here. We're going to check the last sold case, okay? Oh my God, dude. The last sold case is like $12,000. Sold on December 14th, $12,000. Is that right? Let me check. 12,000 divided by, what, 12? That's $1,000 a box. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do. That's crazy. Do I even sell it at this point? Do I just pull it from the menu? I mean, I don't know. Should I wait for it to cool down? Okay, so there is one case for sale online for $12.5 thousand. So the last sold is 11, and then there's one in the U.S. for, probably you'd pay 13 with taxes, maybe higher than 13. It's like as much as a car, isn't it? So that would imply that the restock price for me is about $1,100. And if we did even a 20% margin on that, or whatever you want to call that, 20% markup, just kind of low, that brings it out to about, so the recommended price I sell mine is 1.3 thousand. What's that divided by 40? So that would be 32 spots. Should I even bother? Or are you guys just going to be upset? If I bother to try to sell it at that price, will you just be angry? I don't know, because you can buy a booster box for cheaper. An individual booster box online is cheaper. What makes my boxes good is they're unsearched. They might actually have a manga or a signature in them. Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe I should just pause it for now. I'm going to pause it. I'm pausing it. So for the moment, OP5 is going to say sold out. I'm going to wait on that one. That's too crazy. I don't know what to think. I actually really don't. I'm gonna pause. Man, I don't even know, man. I'm pausing the OP9 too. Those are the two fresh cases. And I know because I checked today that OP13 is being repriced at $21 a pack. I have to go update the menu as well. So we're going over here to, I did not expect that today, by the way. I had no clue. I was just picking some price, and then based off of my menu, remember, I was just, the box break was just going to be based off of our menu price. And then somebody tapped me on the shoulder in the chat and said, don't you know the boxes are now $800? I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy, man. Damn, so no break. We're going to take a pause on the break. We're going to give it a minute, okay? This is why we got to do this, because maybe the prices go up much higher. But the other thing that could happen, maybe the prices fall back down. Like with the Ancient Origins box, that happened. It took like a month or two. So whatever the case, it's too hot right now. I think it should be left alone. All right, let me go to the products. I apologize. I didn't mean to get you guys all hyped up. We've got other One Piece product, but I think OP5, OP9 need to have a break for the moment. That's crazy. So we're going to go into quick edit and say sold out. And then let me at least calculate this real fast. All right, so we'll just say 54 here. There it goes. I also sent for a second box of Dream while I was waiting. Just get it out of it now before it tanks later. On One Piece, it's going to be seasonal. No, I agree. So, like, if the price goes back down, no problem. But for now, I'm very uncomfortable selling it at $1.3 thousand per box. There's too much that could. It could either go much higher or it could crash, whatever it is. I'm uncomfortable with it at the moment. I'd like to just sit back on my own stuff and see what happens next. But that's crazy. I told Mr. last night about OP6. What's going on with OP6? Are you saying OP6 has jumped as well? I mean, do you remember what we did with the XY era stuff? We actually stopped selling it. One Piece OP6 booster box English. Let's check sold on that. Are you saying OP6 is out of whack? Multiple sets have wanted posters. Ended recently. Wings of the Captain, 200, 300. That's a pretty big price swing between these two. Oh, that one's in Australia, though. Okay, sold in auction for 250. And it looks like it's been selling for around 300. What do we put ours at? Okay. Wow, man. That's crazy. So OP6 is going to jump to 400, I guess. I don't know. I don't like to be in the middle of a price swing. It makes me really uncomfortable. Oops. All right, OP6 has had a price change. OP5 and OP9 are temporarily paused. Did PRB1 go up? I should presume. I don't know. I'm bummed that I sold some of it. I'm bummed that I sold PRB1. I didn't know PRB1 was going to do this. How many packs in a box of PRB1? I tried telling you, man. Here it is. Yeah, I don't remember. PRB1 has 20 packs per box. Just 20. And it sold yesterday for 900. Oh, my God. Divided by 20. Wow. It goes higher than our current price. This is tough because I'd like to edit the website, too. I got to edit the website at the same time. I guess I'll just... I don't know. I'll just update the prices. I'll head over here to the website. So give us a second here, guys. Here's PRB1. The website PRB1 was still at $34. Nobody had checked it. Okay, we're going to hit update on that. There needs to be a faster way to edit this, too. This takes too long. Feel free to send in your orders for other stuff right now, guys. We are live, so you can send in orders for Pokemon or anything else. We're in the middle of updating our I guess our One Piece prices are going nuts right now. Oops. Okay, we're going to hit update on that. I'm buying all the boxes right now. Mate, I want to start collecting One Piece. Previously collected Pokemon, but stock is hard to come by. Any tips on collecting One Piece? I don't collect it, so I have no clue. I just have some in stock, like a card shop, basically, and that's about it. People like the mangas. I don't know anything about the alt arts. Yeah, I'm not skilled in it. Okay, let's do the OP6. Sorry, guys. I haven't had a chance to even face the camera yet. I'm just doing repricings out the wazoo. Yeah, PRB6 on the website was 11. Okay, we're updating that. Am I just going to be updating it like next week too? That's my question. Like, is it going to stay crazy? My dad said to meet him in Arc Raider so he can drop off the milk. Mr. Taking long like my dad coming from home with the milk. I've told Karis about that. Yes. So OP13 also needs to change on the website. OP13. Okay. Guess you could say that one of the big problems is we have 2 different locations for our pricing. Okay, that's updated. So OP13, OP9 sold out, PRB1 65, I just feel like removing the PRB1. I think I'm just gonna remove it, to be honest. The PRB1's in the same category as OP5 and no, I'll leave it alone. EB1, OP16, OP5 sold out, PRB2, OP13 sold out. All right. We had to change the EB1, by the way. EB1, we sold a box of it yesterday for like $3 a pack. I look it up, and it's like $5 a pack online or something like that. And I was like, what am I doing, dude? All right, so that is it. I think I've updated those. The box break for OP5 was super exciting until it wasn't. Here's a potential box break price. We could do the 1300. Literally double what we were about to do, divided by 40. So that would be like 33 spots. Does that seem like kind of ridiculous? I don't know if anyone's interested in that. I'm not concerned about rushing through my own product at this point. So it seems that I have no need to sell it. It can just sit there. When a product is in rapid change, it's better to watch it. I've learned that from years of practice. When a product doesn't change for like a month or two, then you just kind of go back to doing whatever you're going to do. FOMO, spend every last dollar. This is why Japanese is better. Scalpers can't get Japanese like they can in English. That's not true. It's just as easy. Actually, the only thing I don't like about Japanese myself right now is the fact that the Japanese cards incur a import fee, but the import fee is the same for everyone. It's the same for you. It's the same for me. So, you know, if you can just purchase the higher capital English cards, those are better because all the money goes toward the card rather than some of it toward the government. People are paying $200 plus for Ancient Origin packs. I'll take a $40 shot at a box any day. I thought break prices can't change once it's set, mister. Well, we're still setting it. So that's what's going on. So I haven't accepted that it started. So, you know, this is the very first item of the stream, and we're trying to price it, and I thought it was correct. It's more cost efficient at this point. It's a very touchy situation because it could go up or down, but if it does go down, people might stop buying into it, and then the box gets stuck. Well, that's fine too, actually. Ancient Origins, the pack price reached some ridiculous price of like $500. Now it's back down to $230. I think it's in a good place. And, you know, when it was at $500, nobody bought any of it anyways. So, you know, just briefly it hit $500 and then nobody bought any, and now it's back down to $230. And people are buying it at $230. But, yeah, with the OP5, I don't even know what to think. Man, I wonder what LaFlame thinks of that. He just sold the manga from that set for like 8.5 thousand. And in the back of my head, I was tempted to offer to buy it from him because my gut was telling me that it could be underpriced. That was what my gut was telling me. Isn't that funny? So I had a feeling about it. I was joking about that with them. Can you look into Carlton Wicks? Let's take care of Carlton Wicks so he doesn't have to worry about that real fast, everybody. So we're going to head over to Slab Away. All right, we're into Slab Away. Carlton Wicks, what a strange start to the stream. So 1,700 minus 60 would be 1,640. Boom, updated. Thank you so much, Carlton. We got you, man. All right, so Joshua Whipple has that box of Mega Dream, but we're not going to open it yet. Wait, did he do 2 boxes? Okay, he's doing 2 boxes of Mega Dream. So we're going to get you more Mega Dream from the other room, okay? It'll probably go for 12K to not 14K now, I bet. Can you elaborate on pawning slabs? You send me $1,000 slab, I give you like maybe a $400 loan. Not a $1,000 loan, a $400 loan. You then buy the slab back from me for like $450. So it's like a loan where you're using your slab as collateral. But the collateral is not equal to the actual cost of the slab, and that's what incentivizes you to come back and pay it down, especially if I don't want the slab. I made it home now. Notary was a busy guy. Okay, give me a second. Let me go get some more Mega Dream. I'll go get some more Mega Dream, okay? Because he wants his Mega Dream opened. Oh, my knee. All right, I'm here. I got another drink. I had just finished the other one off. All right. I can't believe that One Piece restock was probably the right thing to buy at the right time. Okay, here we are. Sometimes you buy the wrong thing and it burns you for a long time. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is for you. So you'll loan around 40%. It's tricky. It depends on what it is you got. If you got like Charizard, you'll get maybe a higher loan percentage. There it is. Like if you loan me PSA 10 Legendary Collection, you know, Pikachu, you get a better percentage than 40. Here we are. But if you loan me like Stinky Chew or something like that, some card I really don't want, I'm going to make a lower percentage on the trade. Now, that doesn't mean you have to buy it back at a high percentage. You buy it back for what you loaned it out for. It just means I'm really incentivizing you to buy it back. Because I notice a lot of people want to do pawn loans on their worst cards. They don't do pawn loans on like the stuff everybody wants. They do pawn loans on the junk. Here it is. So they come to me and say, do a pawn loan on my Magneton. And let's say I do a pawn loan for $100. Well, they're going to be like, oh, sweet, you bought my Magneton from me. So they don't pay it back. If I do, I'll loan it from you for 40, you buy it back for 45. They go, oh, okay. And then they come back and they actually pay it off because they go, 45 is a deal on Magneton. But yeah, so it depends on what you're loaning, really. So we always have a little negotiation, and it's based off of how hard it is to sell those cards. There we go. Okay, I tried telling OP was performing well. Well, no, a lot of people had said that. So that's not news. We knew that. People were complaining about One Piece prices. Here it is. All right. You know, the irony is the more people talk about it, the worse it probably gets. Because then everyone gets FOMO. Here's Fan Urotom. It might be on a delay. Mister can't believe One Piece performed the way it did. No, I had a theory it could do that the whole time. I have like I said, I have a case of One Piece OP1 sitting on a shelf. And I believe it's the Japanese case, not the English case. So I guess I should have kept a case of English. But I have a case of Japanese OP1, and I never sold it because I felt the whole time like it could go up. I said, this stuff could probably do pretty well one day. And, yeah, we got a couple cases. We actually have one whole sealed case of OP5 that I never opened. So that's another one. I never sold it because I felt that it was going to do well. And then I said something a couple days ago. Was it? No, it was a couple days ago. It was like a month ago. About a month ago, I said, man, maybe we should get a restock on OP5. But if you recall why ooh, you got the watch. If you recall why I said that, the reason why I said that was because when you look into my data was showing me that the thing people were watching the very most out of all of our videos, the thing everyone was, ooh, man, you got another SR and it's this guy. Dang, dude. Okay, box number 1, no good, Mr. LaFlame just sold. So that's our top performing piece of content. And I said, well, okay, if that's the top performing piece of content, then I should be able to predict that we should have a little more OP5 because people like watching that get opened. And that's a good predictor. It's Mega Symphonia. Here's Mag Cargo. Okay. Okay, so you're just slightly delayed. I've been waiting patiently for Rayquaza VMAX Alt to hit the table. I missed the last one. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, we didn't even price that one too harshly. We went a little over, and that was it. Not a bad MAR. I'm so glad Mr. offers slab waste, the best for people on a budget that want nice slabs. Mr., how much is the XY Red Blue Charizard box? Okay, so you're welcome to ask, but here's the rule. You have to be very serious about buying it. You can't just inquire about it casually. So would you like me to get your price, Mr. Michael? Because you're asking me to do a job, okay? So you have to be serious about buying it. Just tossing that over there. We'll get a price for you if you need it. Ooh, Mega Symphonia. It's pricey, let me tell you that. It's not cheap. You're talking about paying a super premium for that kind of thing. Yeah, it's like, well, I don't want to say a premium, but let me put it this way, like the base price of the item is super high now because it comes with a, you know, it comes with an XY era Charizard card that's really cool. Is there our card that you don't own which you wish you could have? Says Mr. Peekaboo. There probably are, if I think about it for a minute. I wish I had bought even more poker cards. I think it was a mistake not acquiring more of them. And then, yeah, those ended up being just phenomenally good for me. Let me think about it for a second. Oh, yeah, so I wish I had bought this Gengar back when he was $10,000. Legendary Gengar 10. He's the best Gengar in the hobby, I suspect, with the Masaki Gengar in second place, probably. So I regret not owning the Legendary Gengar. It's a big, sad thing. Oh, yeah, first edition Zard. That Arceus V-Star box with 15 packs in it turned out to be a very good buy a while back. V-Star box, huh? The only people who sell Legendary Collection Gengar, they only ever ask $100,000 for it. Do I think the real price for it is $100,000? No. Do I think the real price for it could be around $30,000 to $40,000? Yes. I could have bought it when it was $10,000 and I didn't. Big mistake. Yeah, that's definitely one of the mistakes. Wish I'd bought him. I'm a Gengar fan, you know. There's I've had different chances to buy the Unseen Umbreon. Unseen Umbreon EX. That was a mistake. There was a chance I had to buy PSA 10 Gold Star Torchic, and if I had just done that, I might have been able to sell it for $250,000. And at the time, I might have had to bid as high as $50,000 to $60,000. But there was a time period where I had that cash laying around, and I could have done that. So that's a mistake. We got the Gold Star Torchic. I don't know what that might be worth now. He might be worth $50,000. Who knows? I don't know what somebody will actually pay for that. Somebody will pay something for it. Okay, there we go. Excuse me, I offered you a Plasma Storm Lugia for $4K. Now, were you the guy where I had a high price on it? Do you remember that? I had a high-priced Plasma Storm Lugia, and you were like saying that's too high of a price, and then might have been you, might have been somebody else. I was arguing that the Plasma Storm Lugia was like $10K or something like that. Remember that? I don't remember what it was, but it was kind of a ridiculous price at the time. But I felt very strongly about it. You ready? Joshua Whipple, box number 2. My LC box Topper's Art hit 3K, only spent $600 on it. Yeah, I got one of those too. I think I paid, I don't remember what I paid for it, but I paid a decent little chunk on it. It is. Not me, but I remember the situation. I'm not going to lie. Every slab I bought off Mr. has gone way up in price, winning. Yeah. Yeah, I know I've sold a lot of good slabs over time, and anyone who did nothing but hold those slabs did all right. Hey, guys, do me a favor. I can see we're at 50 viewers and 9 likes. That's a really bad ratio. Take a second and smash that like button, please. Let's get those likes up. Here's Dragonite. Here's Ultra Ball. Is the Pokemon card crash coming soon? No, I would not predict a card crash coming until the next game releases. There it is. I would predict the first real dip in Pokemon will arrive after April. That's my suspicion. And it's not like prices are going to go all the way to 0 or anything. Well, he pulled an Ultra Ball there. Don't tell me what to do, mister. What? Here's some hollows. Here's Howlucha. Mister, we got a one-piece box break, says Edward Cornelio. I don't know, Edward. We tried to put it together just to discover that the price on the boxes had exploded. So we tried to put a box break together, and I can't decide what to do with them now. I'm tempted to do a box break for 1 in 33 spots. What do you think of that, Mr. Edward? Now, that price does not reflect the cheapest box price on eBay, but it's more like it reflects the price out of a freshly sealed case, which is exactly what we have. That's what we have. I showed the case being unsealed, and we've sold 1 box, but we shipped it unopened, so we don't know what was in it. So it's a very good case. I would call it an unsearched case. Too high. Too high. In that case, if it's too high at 1 in 33, I already know what I want to do. I want to just hold it. I want to speculate on it. It's easy enough for me to hold it because it's easy for me to lower it too. And I'd like to see where it goes before lowering it. The title still says new one-piece box break. Well, what I could do is I could do a box break on a box of the latest set. Would you guys like that? OP13, I think, right? So I think we could do that one right now, can't we? Pokemon will moon when Uncle Trump implements UBI and ends all the wars. There you go. What are your thoughts on Anita spanking making non-stop noise? What? I have no clue what you mean. Mr. Zach says, do it. I shouldn't. It was only natural. He took your hands. You wanted revenge. Garland Ray? Psyduck? Wah. All right, so we got some cool cards in here, but you know what we did not get? We did not get an alternative art. I'm so sorry, Mr. Joshua Whipple. Was the Ultra Ball the hit? Yes, sir. That was your SR. Ultra Ball is actually kind of cool. You know, sometimes Pokeball cards are worth grading, but they're not going to sell for like the price of a Gengar if you didn't know that. Of course not. Joshua Whipple. I'm sorry, Mr. Josh. 2 cold boxes this time. There it is. There's always some cold boxes in there, you know. I'll show you 2 Ultra Bads. Ha ha ha. Do it. I shouldn't. Okay. So maybe what we can do, since we can't do OP5 because it's too expensive, and I think it will make people kind of upset if I host it, we will host the much more affordable OP13, and you can keep it sealed if you'd like. Okay, bag number 3. Heck yeah. What about English PRB1? The box looks cool. Yeah, I suppose that one's possible as well. Hold on, let me look. Oops. It would be the exact same number of spots, 33 spots. Okay, let's see. I just did the math. It's the same price, ironically. Not ironically, coincidentally. So, what are we looking at on OP13 boxes? Maybe a much nicer, much more forgiving situation. So let's see about this. Let's check last sold on OP13. Ended recently. Okay, we want ones in the United States as well. Why are they? These are all like not in the United. Here we go. United States on December 17th, which is today. One piece booster box, $356. Okay, good. So it looks like we can actually do this one. It looks like we're going to be all right. So it looks like we can host it for 13 spots. Let's do that. So it's going to be an OP13 box. 13 spots. Okay. All right. OP13, English. It's got to say 40. 1 in 13. There it is. So we have a 1 in 13 break. I want to finish so I can possibly have 2. There it is. So OP13 will be the break. Menu has grown, says Mr. Braden. Hello, Mr. Braden. Are you coming back after a little break from hanging out with us? Now, Mr. Zach, you will want some time to think about what you want. Any chance for Topps F1 cards? Ooh, that's an interesting thought. You don't have to get into that OP13 break. You can do anything you want. PSA's killing me. They've had my gold Lucario since October, and I sent it max value. Yeah, they're like on a full-on freeze, it feels like. It's crazy. Yeah, it's been a while, says Mr. Braden. Mr. Braden, check it out. We got a website. So you can click on the website and buy stuff from there now. And then we've got the main menu, which is in the description of the YouTube live stream. And the expanded menu, which you have to click on. It's called the secret menu. It's the link. And it gives you a little pop-out sheet with information on it. So a lot of stuff, a lot of slabs, a lot of breaks. Okay. Could you see if I still have a bag there? Braden S. I can check how old would the bag be. If it's over a year old, it's definitely not here. Let's see. Bridget, Bill, Beatrice, Brett. We gotta get Brett an extra, like, private box or something. You can put me into the OP13 break. All right. My question is, do I buy another case of OP13? That's my question. Like, my Japanese guy said that he's out. He doesn't have any more. That's what he's telling me. He says, I got no more of it. And so I can buy it off of the secondhand market. Or I could buy a case of this stuff right here. Let me hit refresh. Okay, so the price is still the same. It says the price is up like 70%. That seems too high, doesn't it? I think that's too high. Hold on. Times this plus this divided by 12 divided by 24. Okay, so I could buy this case and sell every pack at, heck, maybe even $20 a pack. And would it really sell, though? That's my question. $20 a pack for English OP13 just seems too high, doesn't it? Hoping it's been a while. I remember buying OP1 and OP2 when they came out. Been shopping off and on since 2019. So the way it works is your bag expires after 1 year, and if you don't come back and renew it, then it's treated as a donation. So your bag's most likely not here. OP1, OP2, that was a long time ago, man. This English Print Wave 1 has an error card in it. Could you elaborate on this, Mr. Whipple? Let's see, case. I, for one, won't pay $20 to pull a leader pack. The only thing I can say about OP13 is not only did I run out of it, but the guy I normally buy from, he ran out of it too. So from that perspective, it's a good performing product. However, they just released it. What are the odds they just reprint a bunch of it? You know, so we don't know anything about how much it's going to be reprinted. Looks like the case last sold in the United States for $4.2 thousand. And it sold in auction yesterday for $4.2 thousand. Man, that's tough, man. When did OP13 come out? It just came out. It just came out in November. We're in December. It's 1 month later. They're definitely going to reprint it. And we've got one full case. I say we just keep up with the price and we wait till they do a reprint to do a restock on OP13. OP13 is just wait for it and restock it. That's the territory we're in. All right, Hathim, 6 Phantasmals. Hathim, how you doing, baby? Sorry for taking so long there, Mr. Hathim. We had so much pricing going on right in the beginning of the stream. Not a good thing to be doing, but you got to do it at some point, you know. All the product on the menu needs to be, you know, priced up and understood. It'll get reprinted, but I don't know if it's out yet. They'll definitely reprint it. Just came out in November. They're probably busy printing EB3, you know, if you think about it. So that's probably what they're doing. But they're probably going to try and get a reprint of the OP13 as well. Read my message about the error card. He says, the Ace Wanted poster in English OP13 is an error card. Look it up. It's selling for crazy amounts. Oh my God, I'm so thirsty. The Ace Wanted poster. Let me take a look. Ace Wanted poster, error. Last sold for $1,000, misprint. BGS had it sell for 1.7 thousand as a misprint. Let's see the original listing. BGS acknowledges that there's an error. What's the error? Let's see. Ace misprint error explained. Mistakenly printed the text of a green Luffy card, making it functionally incorrect and unplayable as intended. That's interesting. So maybe that will explain why the price of that the red OP13 boxes is so damn high. All right, so give me a moment. I need a box of Phantasmal. Poor Kara, she's so lonely. All right. Whew. How does the shuffle work? You're talking about the Poke Shuffle? $5 chance for a slab. It's actually really popular. It is, but you might miss. You might not pull a slab at all. You might pull a common Pokemon card, and then that's your pull. Oops. All right. Phantasmal. It'll get reprinted, but I don't know if it's out yet. There we go. All right. So, a them. Ooh. Ooh. Don't you ping anymore? Are you trying to tell me that YouTube did not ping? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I think we have too many streams, too many videos going up on this one channel. We have to post to the second channel. Has to happen. The question is, who should post to the second channel? Do you guys want me to post my original videos to the second channel? Or do you guys want Mr. Mike's side to post the live stream clips to the second channel? What do you guys prefer? All right. Ooh, I like this Duraludon. Big fan of that. Too bad he is off center. All right. I got a notification on YouTube. Mister, if you don't give me an aw shucks, I'm leaving right now. Well, shucks. You know, well, howdy doody, y'all. This is America. Here's Ambipom. Ooh. He's got two hands for two girlfriends. Yes. We all got notified. Okay, good. So I was curious if it would do that, you know, Mike said, because I also posted a short to this channel today. So effectively, we have posted 2 live streams and 2 videos today. So I don't understand. Are we getting 4 pings? Like, how's it working? Usually OP does 2 waves of printing, and that's it. Ah, that's a good clue. I kind of feel like that's what I remember. Here it is. I don't remember hearing about them reprinting since years, you know, like years out reprinting them. Here's Darumaka. There's Toxtricity. You got any more poo juice? Here it is. You got any poo juice? We are? All right. Down here in the South, we put hot sauce on a pork chop sandwich. I try to like pork chops. They're just so dry, dude. Like, you can do stuff to them to make them juicier and all, but man, pork chops sucks, bro. You ever notice that? Like, where are the fast food chains that sell pork chop? Not a lot of them. They do something like pulled pork covered in barbecue sauce or some trick like that, but it's like, man, they was cooked too long. I hate pork chops. Stop overcooking pork. You got to, because pig are like some of the dirtiest animals. All right, Hathim with an H. That's why all those religions banned it. They're like, you're not eating that. I think you have a bag over here, Hathim. I think you have a specialty bag. Yes. Not true. I don't want to eat something that eats its own poo. Dennis is not wrong. I've watched videos of pigs eating like poop and urine, which I've seen dogs do something like that too. So it's not like exclusively a pig problem. But, you know, you see those cows grazing, you're like, that's what I want to eat. I want to eat the cow. They just eat grass and stuff and corn because we have a lot of corn. All right, here's this signature and this Ho-Oh. Did you guys catch this? This is the new lightning break. So we are hosting a new box break on OP13 English. It won't be mine, but it'll be a kidney. I love pork chop, pulled pork, pork belly, pork. Dear Diary, please let us submission come back soon. I'll trade a kidney. Fig foot, big nose, pigtail, chitlins, What? What are you saying? Here we go. We have an order from Mr. Edward B. Cornelio. He says, give me into the OP13 break. Here goes. Okay. 2 out of 13 completed. Pack split? Yeah, so the pack split continues to be Ancient Origin. It needs about 5 more people. Have you watched how the TheCardconomist slabs have been doing? Not sure how to price the ones I have. I probably have 10. No, I haven't really been watching them at all. I own a bunch of them just because, you know, if they were going to be underpriced on the market and I know how clean those cards are, I was going to go buy them. Mister, would you say PSE 8ths of any popular cards on the lower value of the raw card? I don't think he meant to say that. I think he meant to say something else. Okay, thank you, Mr. Edward. Appreciate it, man. Your delivery should arrive. Delivered. Okay, cool. Let's check the website real fast. What a crazy opening to the stream. Figuring out the price of all those One Piece products have basically exploded. And then we've got like 2 pretty much fresh cases of them where no manga was pulled. You know, Mr. LaFlame, he opened a box of OP9 and a box of OP5. And no mangas were pulled out of there. So that's the interesting news about that. I am tempted to take one more case of this OP13, but only if it's true. Only if it's true that they're coming with an exclusive error card. You know what I'm saying? Can I sign in here? Let's see. Ray is gone. Yes, we had some high-end cards, and they have disappeared quite quickly. I'm curious. Let me look this. Let me look at this. Mistress just a Wong Hoff, the parent company of PSA Bob Beckett. Yes, that was in the news as well. Let's take a look at the queue, guys. We have Mr. Edward Shelton. He says he'll take a box of Mega Dream and 10 Obsidian Flame. Ooh, Obsidian Flame. That's fun. All right, Edward Shelton. How's it going today, man? This is the Wednesday daytime stream. It is. We're 1 hour in. We have 54 viewers. It's pretty low viewership, actually. It is. Even for a daytime stream, although daytime streams never really broke 100. They always were like 75 viewers, weren't they? It is. All right. So slower day today. The last couple of days have been real crazy. I'm wondering how crazy tonight's going to be. Here we are. Wednesday night. People usually go off on Thursday, Friday, but you know, you're getting real close to Christmas on those days. All right, what we got? Here it is. I've been spending money like a drunk sailor, man. It is. I've been spending heavy amounts of money all of a sudden. I go through like periods where I save and spend, and I just dumped thousands and thousands of dollars recently. Ready? Oops. All right, so we've got Zekrom. Ooh. I bought up more of those staff cards, so I'm a big fan of the current staff cards. I like, ooh, you got the 2 girls. I like the Tyranitar a lot, the Rocket Tyranitar, so I bought 2 of those Tyranitars because I noticed the price had come down. I'm like, ooh. The population on it still stuck around like 400-ish, which is nothing in terms of modern cards. So I bought a couple of those. We could host a break on one of those. If I bought 2, that means I can sell you guys 1 if you'd like. Yes, you're getting a refund on the blackberries. My ROI will be in before the end of the month. I want a few of your pack slabs. Mr. goes through periods. Sus. Well, you know, every boy gets his butt period. Here's a Lucario. Oh, all right, very nice. After eating Chipotle. Here's, oh, Electros. Everybody loves Mega Electros. Okay. What is your cheapest pack slab? Well, I currently don't have any listed for sale. Oh man, what are these? What are these boxes, man? We got an SR ends PP up. Okay. And here's, oh nice. You got the Psyduck. I like the Psyduck a lot. If you guys ever don't want these hollows, let me know. I'll take them and give you a spot in the trade break. You know what the trade break is? So if you don't do stuff with your hollows, you're welcome to trade them toward a break. Okay, we've got Genesect. I'll show you Mega Electros butt periods. That was a joke I heard when I was a kid, man. I heard that so long ago, and it just made me laugh back then. It still makes me laugh. So here's a little Beauty Fly AR. I need to send in for bag sorts. So do I do per bag? Yeah, something like that. There it is. It's supposed to be like $3 per bag. You could probably do... It is supposed to be $3 per bag, but I feel like nobody follows that rule. Here's what I feel happens. We get these guys with really big bags, big customers, and they do a bag sort, and what they do is they wait till there's no queue, there's no line, and then, I don't know, they send like 10 bucks or something, and we do like 20 bags for them. Now, in your case, I think you have at least 3 bags, so $10 would actually be $1 too much. So you got this Beauty Fly, and you got 2 SRs, but not a good SR. And then you got Electros. I don't know about that, man. Then Heliolisk, Beauty Fly, Medican. Damn, bro. I got 3, so I understand. Mr. Thoughts on PSA buying Beckett? Don't have to worry about Beckett going out of business now, I suppose. Like the parent company's not about to run out of money, that's for sure. They're probably going to share technology with each other. So they're probably going to become this sort of, you know, this group, SGC, Beckett, PSA, is sort of this almost like a monopoly. But I don't think a monopoly is a fair term, because how can you call it a monopoly when they have a pretty serious competitor, CGC, you know? And then tag grading's kind of fun too. So, you know, this, I think that this solidifies BGS as a company that's not going anywhere, because there have been people who are scared BGS is going to like close down or something. It's like, it's not going to close down. What are you talking about? It's all right, Mr. Edward. I repeated yesterday. Yeah, it's going to be a tough round there. I'm sorry, man. Oops. Okay. Setting that there. And refreshing these slabs. This is for $295. It's called Redo of Healer. Look at that. That's a pretty rare card, believe it or not. You get about 1 of these per case of Sneaker Bunko 2. That's why it goes for $300. Here's the Lugia 9 for $80. Beautiful. Cardconomist graded. Under market price compared to a PSA 9. Here's Sabo Leader. Okay. Nice. Here's Erica's Invitation for $34. And here's ta-da, Wasteland. Looks like Wasteland needs to be repriced. Jimmy Torres, huh? Maybe not. Maybe that was recently priced. God dang, mister, those jugs. I know. I know. Jugs can sell a card in their own right. Lou Costa sent for 151 surprise times 3. You got it. 1, 2, and 3. Here it is. Lou Costa. Thanks, man. Oh, the 10 Obsidian Flame. Hold on. You're right. We didn't get the Obsidian Flame. I'm sorry about that. Let's get those Obsidian Flames. I knew I should have put them on the table before we started opening. You know, when I don't do that, I make more mistakes. So there needs to be like a workflow. Like you don't open any packs until they're all on the table. This 10 Obsidian Flames, says Miss Tammy. There we go. On the first day of Christmas, my Tammy bought for me 5 little Pokies. So the Jumbo Pack is one of each of the packs of the Japanese Pokemon cards. That is something you can buy. Yeah, there's something called the Japanese Jumbo Pack, Japanese Pokemon Jumbo Pack, and it contains like a mix of all the Japanese packs. It's really fun. Yes. 5 Tammys lurking, and a pokey and a pelty. Your house sell yet? Which one? The El Tampa Road home? So a contractor, he was the one who told us that the house needs a $20,000 new roof. That same contractor came back, climbed on the roof, and said, actually, your roof is good. They just built it funny. So he says basically when they built the roof, they didn't even it out well enough. So our roof looks like it needs to be repaired, when in fact it is just crooked. They built us a crooked roof. So he told me the roof is fine, and then I'm thinking we just do a simple repair to the siding instead of getting new siding on it. And then I've been telling Karis we ought to just rent it out for a year, see how that goes, see what that's like, see what the income is like, see if it justifies itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. These 4 packs go in here. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. I wish I would have knew you were selling your house. I would have bought it. Well, we never officially listed it. But we were thinking of listing it for about 189. It is. It's 10. Oh, how many did I grab? I grabbed 8, didn't I? Hold on, let's grab 2 more. There's 1, 2. All right. Let me actually scroll back to the order. So we were still on Lou Costa. There you go. Edward Shelton. So, Mr. Edward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 beautiful packs for Mr. Edward Shelton. Can you keep it in a bag on the side sealed, the jumbo pack? Oh, would you like to keep all the packs sealed? That's possible. You have to ship it out right away, but I know one guy ordered it that way. He didn't want it opened. Okay, you ready, Mr. Cricket Jim? We're going to get you a nice Charizard out of here. That's the goal, right? Obsidian Flame didn't just have Charizard. It had a variety of cards in it. There's actually a reverse hollow Umbreon in this set that I think will go for a lot of money over time. So, besides the Charizard, I would cross my fingers for that reverse hollow Umbreon. Okay, there we go. Yes, like the packs I got yesterday. Yeah, you can totally do that. You can order the Japanese bundle and then ship it out immediately without opening it. Ready? So we got Toxtricity. Here's Vulpix Thundurus. Nice, dude. Totally worth it. Picking up instantly an SAR Ice Cube. Or SIR, I guess, in English. Ooh. I would have gave up a house on 8 acres for a Lake of the Ozarks house. Yeah, there's houses out here, that's for sure. There's houses for sale. They're kind of pricey. When we first came out here, you could get a house much cheaper. And everything went up in price pretty dramatically over the last couple of years. The last, like, 4 years. So, oh my God, is he getting 2? Oh! Totally worth it. There we go. Look at that. Ice Cube and Charizard. Ah, that kind of helps because your Mega Box was a little cold, you know. Here's Absol. Still trying for the Ninetales. There's a Ninetales in here. I'm trying to remember a Ninetales. Here's Carvana Claydol. We've got Scovillain. We've got Magnemite Entei and Charmander Lapras Toxtricity. Would I need to pay for shipping again? Did you already ship my bag from yesterday? Yes, that would be a separate shipment. Most of all, not only is the other one all set up to go the way it's already set up, but you know, with all those packs, it's a large enough thing that it can be shipped separately, and it would still be cost effective at $9. Ice Cube and Charizard. Ooh, yes. And then here's all these. No Umbreon in here, but Umbreon would have been nice. Mr. Edward. Ninetales is my wife's favorite. Ooh, Ninetales. Yeah, Ninetales is popular. I got a really cool Ninetales that very few people own. It's the Dragon Frontiers Psychic Ninetales. Have you ever seen that, Mr. Cricket Jim? I remember when I bought it, I bought it thinking like, wow, I can't believe this is so affordable. Here's Lycia's Appeal. And now it's super expensive. Here's Charizard. Here's Sylveon. My LGS is not going to stock Weiss Nikkei anymore. Please, bro. So you're saying that your LGS won't stock it. Let me look into it, okay? I'm just worried they're going to print like Weiss Nikkei Volume 2. So your store might be correct to do that, to hold off on buying more of it. Is it really, Mr. Bounty for those, is it really that popular? Here we go. Okay, Mr. Edward Shelton. I'm looking at my mangas and wanted posters. Okay. Listen to those drums, man. There it goes. $75 a box. To Night Rain I go for real this time. You're off to Night Rain. This, I wish I had time to play that. There we go. Karis was saying we should pull out the second TV and go play some Minecraft. Looks like the price raised on Weiss Nikkei. It's pretty expensive. Let me look up, let me see if they're making a Weiss Nikkei 2. It doesn't say that they are. We did sell out of it, and you know, the other guy wanted some as well, John Lucas. Y'all need to remind him yourself. I'll try to help, but sometimes I'm not here. Mom, get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. Get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. Okay, let's see. So we're going to make a purchase here. I'm going to buy a case of Nikkei, and I'm going to buy a case of OP13, I think. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, dooby-dooby-doo, dooby-dooby-doo, dooby-dooby-doo. Place order. That's a lot of money. We just placed a humongous order. All right. Damn, dude. So we got an extra case of OP13 coming. You know what convinced me to do that? Definitely what convinced me is the information that the first print wave has an error card in it. Error Ace Wanted poster. So that's fun. Be corrected. And then we're going to have the Weiss Nikkei because it's a sexy girl card set that we actually sold out of. And I know Mr. John Lucas requested that one. All right. I sent for a repeat order. Nice. Lou Costa, 151, surprise. All right, Mr. Lou Costa, let me take care of you now. You ready? Here it is. That's a pretty big order. We got 2 big orders lined up. 2 big restocks. Bonus case of OP13. And then another case of Nikkei Weiss. Hopefully sells nice and fast, because I get nervous with the Weiss cards a little bit when they when we keep them around. Wow, that one's kind of scratched up. It's from a fresh pack. The hell? Okay, here's Mook, Lou Costa, and Poliwag. Boy, I'd love to see that Gengar Pikachu card come out. We've never pulled that before. I would love to see that card pop out. Yes. Okay, Mr. Lou. Come on now. I wonder if PSA Vault accepts like strange sized cards. Louis Laura. I wonder if I could send, like, for example, can I send my graded booster packs to them? I think that'd be a smart idea, sending them my booster packs. I got all those graded booster packs. Okay, here's Jigglypuff. Here's Garchomp Giratina. Here's Deedlit, Venusaur, and Marowak, Anthony Kalura. This hasn't sold yet. I'm going to lower that one. I think that it's not a surprise this one hasn't sold yet, because I think at $90, people are asking themselves, why don't I just open a pack? Oh, where'd my... Oh, we need a new price tag sticker. That's right. Here we go. Could I get a top loader for that Charizard? Also, when you get to my order, says Mr. Cricket Jim. For the cherry, I suppose I could. Here we are. He's not very expensive, though, so normally he would not be... normally you'd need to buy one for $1 for a cheap card. This goes to $70. Yeah, he's not a very expensive card that I know of. I don't think he is. Okay, there we go. This shall receive 2 dots, because he's been rotating a couple times. All right, he's to 70. Good. I think that's a more tempting price, finally. But even that, I don't know if he'll move. Now, let's check the website real quick. We do have an order for Mr. Ben Garcia, and after that, Austin Albert. But Austin, you need to wait a little while. So, Ben, let's see what you got. You got Japanese One Piece EV3. And Ben, we're opening these, right? We're not leaving these sealed? Let's see. EV3. One Piece OP9. Okay. OP9 English. Oh, we removed that. You know what? We removed that from the menu on... Give me a second here, guys. On the YouTube menu, but we didn't remove it from the website. That is tricky. I've got to get really good at this. Okay, let's go to One Piece. Let me update the website, everybody. Sold out. So this is going to be marked as sold out. OP9 will be. Until we've had time to see what happens to it. Okay. PRB1 still available. Tempted to turn that one off too, to tell you the truth. I feel like we could host a box break on that one. Okay. Jump over here real fast. Sorry, guys. All those price changes take time, huh? So, back to the website order. Here's orders. Phone going off, man. Is there Korean One Piece yet? Yes, there is. Miss Alexis is here. Mister should stock up on it. The Korean product? I've never bought the Korean product because I wasn't sure if you guys would like it. But, you know, if there's demand for the Korean product, I'm open-minded for it, especially for the purpose of collecting. All right, so here is this. Oop. PRB2, which is over here. But actually, I think we need to get a fresh box of it. Okay, so PRB2 needs a new box. Japanese OP14, which is over here. Okay. OP6, which is over here. OP10, which is over here. Where is it? I've just seen this one. Here it is. He's got 2 OP10s. And then the custom boosters, Waifu Shuffle, 3 of them. So the last thing I need to do, I need to go grab you a Japanese PRB2. I'll be right back. Let me go find a PRB2 real fast, guys. Just in case it's over here. Is it? Oh, okay. PRB2. All right, here we are. I'm curious, do we have the EB1 English in the menu? We do, huh? That one doesn't get purchased as often, I notice. There we go. Okay. There you go. Very nice. Okay, I believe we are correct on all this. Perfect. So there we have it. Ta-da! Wow, so that's a mix of one piece. Make sure to write the names of the consignment slabs so you don't forget whose is whose. I've been writing it on the back now, see? So that's how I'm doing it. So like this one, look. See, it's not on the front, but it is on the back, John Lucas. There it is. It makes them look a lot nicer, to be honest. All right, so here they are. English, anything is like gold compared, Japanese being silver, and the rest being copper. Let's see. And this is Mr. Benjamin Garcia. Yes, okay, so you've been opening your stuff. Good. Okay, let's get it, Mr. Benjamin. Let's see what happens. He's got a couple packs from a couple different sets. Okay. Snipping this. Snipping these. Oops. There we go. Also, that is PRB1, not PRB2. Really? He's correct. That's PRB1. So, what do I do about that? I got to find PRB2 still, guys. Let me see. Did I even have PRB1 on the menu? I don't even think PRB1's on the menu. The only one we have is PRB1 English. This guy's not even on the menu. That's so curious. Okay, so let me set that to the side for the moment. I'm going to go find PRB2, everybody. I'll be back. Wow, so we're almost sold out of that PRB1, but we have a pretty good amount of this PRB2. We've got plenty of it. All right, snipping this open. Good. Okay, oops. Good. All right, let's snip this. So PRB1's not on the menu. What do I do with that extra pack? Would you like to purchase it? How much did you buy the PRB2s for? They were $6. Would you like the PRB1 for an additional $6? Otherwise, I probably just open it and see what's, if it's got something in it for me, I guess. Because that one was a different order. Those ones are expensive too. So I think he's saying these are expensive. I'd be happy to give it to you for just $6 if they're expensive now. Mr. Eli says yes. All right, so he's going to get that one for $6. How much are these going for, I wonder? Because I got a couple boxes of them, and that's it. Let's see. PRB1 Japanese booster box. Yeah, you're getting a deal on it at $6. I will pay for it. Sweet. So you do that, and I'll start opening these, okay? We also got to get your 3 Poke Shuffles. So we've got, coming out of PRB2, sheesh, man, I can't believe we're so focused on One Piece. So crazy. The One Piece orders are a large part of the stream. Here's This crazy looking lady. Okay. And here we have holographic limb. And here's holographic S-Stock using lady. Okay. Here's your OP9. Are you watching, Mr. Ben? All right, Mr. Ben, what do we got? Not a crazy pack. That's a pricey pack, by the way, guys. And here is your OP14, pack number 1, a Luffy. Ooh. And pack number 2, a Holo. Ooh. And then OP6. Sports never really seem to make it here. Are you going to try them again or just not your style? I feel when people open up the football cards, it kind of scares away my usual audience because they don't themselves like to open sports. So it's really up to the audience. Like if the audience says, we want sports, I'll go get them. That's kind of how we ended up with what we have now. People just, you know, they really pushed me and said, I want this, I want that. So if you push and ask for something a lot, I'll go get it. And if that natural demand isn't there, then I just won't get it. Here it is. But so there's always been a little bit of sports demand. A couple of guys, not too much. The general rule has always been have one of each sports. And I think, oh man, look at that. See, this is empty too now. Man, I'm so thirsty. I reached for it because I was thirsty. Foosball is the devil. All right, you ready? So PRB1. You ready, Mr. Ben? It's going to have Dawn card in it. And Trafalgar Law. There you have it. The UFC, I think, did okay over here. Yeah, I mean, technically, all the sports cards managed to sell over time. All of them sold. But if people don't push me for it, I don't push to buy it either. It is. People are pushing like crazy for One Piece right now. And so I go get more One Piece. There we go. Mr. Benjamin. Thank you so much, Benjamin. All right. Whew. That was a big order. We're not done. He needs 3 Pokey Shuffles. Mr. Ben. Pokey Shuffling it up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I've been pushing for NFL for 5 years. Well, we do have NFL cards. We might have some right now, in fact. Is this NFL? Let me see. No, that's basketball. I think we have some NFL cards on the menu right now. Oh, not bad. So 2 live. This is not the same anymore. This is worth, what is this worth? This is worth $40. And we'll set that to the side. And then that says Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Meganium. All right, you have had a good round here. Let's go get that Meganium. Now, you can keep the Meganium or re-roll it. Oh, also, we got these new things to add. I set them in the box already. So I'm going to be adding these 2 cards to the box. Pikachu and Riolu. What's the deal with these? If you pull them out, I'll immediately put them in the queue for grading. So we'll send those out for grading for you. All right, so let's see the Meganium. Here it is. So the Meganium's worth 30. Now that's a $40 card, and I think I'm going to remove it from the box now. We either remove it from the box or we retitle it as a $50 card. What do we do, huh? I like that card. The Meganium. Yeah, he's cool, man. He's real cool. I'd say we keep it. So we're going to say worth 50 now. So this helps me know it's been updated. So we know one of them's been updated. And we need more Korean cards here. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's been updated. That's a $50 card now. So next time you pull it, that's worth 2 live customs. Now what you really got was 40 bucks. I'm going to give you just $40 of store credit. You can do anything you want with it. That's as good as anything. So here you go, Mr. Ben. You see, the live customs used to be worth 20 bucks each, and they were kind of a different product back then. And then we changed them, so we're just doing something else with them. So you have 40 bucks. You can do literally anything you want with it right now. And then you're keeping this guy. I like that card. It says Albert. What did Mr. Eli say? I thought it went to the Waifu Shuffles. No, but there is a new Waifu Shuffle pull in the box, so that has changed. While he's thinking about that, let's get this Pikachu and Riolu in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Riolu plus grade. Okay. Yeah, that Meganium's cool. It's in English, too, by the way. That's an English Meganium. Okay, and then for the Pikachu, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's for the Pikachu. Okay. Pikachu plus grade. Boy, I could have really used some caffeine, it feels like. I will keep the card, and can I apply the $6 I owe you for the pack? Absolutely. So we'll take $6 from there for the pack. Perfect. Okay. So these cards are going up into the box, and if you pull them, I'll send them off to grade. Or you can re-roll them. So 2 raw cards up there. This will now be worth $34. Okay. So you did pretty good on the Poke Shuffles. Poke Shuffles, they're a bit of fun. Don't underestimate the Poke Shuffles. Okay. Get $36 worth of One Piece packs. Sure, what would you like that to be? Mr. Ben Garcia. You just pick out whatever packs you want. Tell me in the live chat what you want, and I'll service it, okay? Now, that's done. Ben, that was a big order for Ben, by the way. After Ben, we have an order from... Who's got the oldest order next? Mr. Will Sharp, 6 Phantasmal Flames. I won the Inferno box, I see. Open it up if you want. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is Mark V here? That's Mark Valerian, Miss Alexis. I don't think he's here. I don't think I've seen him. Is Mark Valerian here? Here we are. All right, now Inferno X box. Look at that. Will Sharp, Inferno X box. That was donated to him by Mark. Funny you should mention that, Miss Alexis. I called you 6. Here we are. You can pick. I can pick. Okay, so I will go ahead and finish the Will Sharp order, and then we'll pick $36 of packs for you. Here we are. Tell him I said thank you. I'll tell him that. I'll tell him, Alexis says, whatever, like that. Let's go ahead and snip this. We'll snip this. And we'll snip this. Ooh, I should have sent a letter to Ivan Rodriguez. Forgot about that. We are. Forgot he ordered round of shipping. All right. Tossing this over here. I think I was intending to do that, and then it slipped my mind. All right, so here's Lombre Flygon. It will be 34, not 36. Oh, you're right. Here's Empoleon. Ooh. Okay, Empoleon. Here's Tauros. Alexis says hi. Here's a Mega Sharpedo. How's life going, Miss Alexis? Anything interesting? Here's Grand Bull Dugong. Very nice. Ooh. Boop. And here's Empoleon. So the Phantasmals do not hand out a Charizard, although we would have liked that. Okay, and by the way, what do we do with this? Let me see. Set this over here. No, just had a day. You had a day? What? Just had a good day? I think she's saying she just had a good day. That's not allowed. tossing this over here. And let's open this up. All right, this is one whole box of Inferno X for Mr. Will Sharp. He pulled this for absolutely free yesterday. Isn't that wild? Okay. And snipping this. And snipping this. Very tired, but I've got too much to do. I've got a load of laundry. No! Why don't you just wear stinky laundry? Problem solved. There we go. Very nice. Why don't you just buy new clothing every time your other clothing gets dirty? There we are. Okay. And then just throw the dirty laundry away. Here's Sharpedo again. I don't know if Sharpedo warrants his own sleeve. Here's Charizard. Okay. We've got, Mega Lopunny. Oh, I like this actually. Piplup looks good. I like the colors in this one. It's a very pretty card. Here's a Rotom. Cold. A Suicune. Cold. Laundromat is too expensive when I could commit hours for free instead. You could commit. Who's getting committed? Here's a holo. Have a seat right over there. Gotta pay Het better for one used clothing. Who's Het? Here's Reshiram. Here's a cold one. Here's Ambipom. Wonder if there's people out there who live that way. They wear clothing one time, and then they're just like, just throw it away. Give me a new one. Bet you there are people living that way. Why does that make me angry? My clothes have never been cleaner, though. Everything's clean now. It all must be clean. There. Cold. Ooh, a holo. I must kill Butters. Clean now. Here's Hatterene. Here's Miss Magus. Not Hatterene. Miss Magus, who looks kind of like Hatterene. Here's Genesect. Pronounced Genesect. Wigglytuff. Ta-da. Here's Toxtricity. Ooh. So Mega Lopunny is the pull in the box. Ooh, look at that. Heavy helmet. I actually think that the little penguin is the better pull in the whole box. How do you dry your clothing? Okay, we'll toss this out. I could buy a new washer, but I don't want to move it out of the apartment and into the new house. There it goes. Viviness. Ta-da. Oh. Ho-ho. Very nice. I think he said donate holos. I'm going to donate these over here. Very good. And Will Sharp. Ta-da. All right, Mr. Will. Well, Miss Alexis, we're proud of you because you clean your clothing. It's because I wasn't so confident if John was doing that back in the day. There it goes. All right. We're very proud of you. You're all grown up. You're the adult now. Here's Furo. Here's Finn and Jake. Here's Palafin. Here's Salimance. And here's Princess Elvin Emperor Ludi. 3 cheers for Alexis. Mister says, what, like a Cardi ad-lib? Hip hip hooray. Mister, say the Q real quick. All right, we're shouting out the Q. We've got Joshua Whipple, Edward Shelton with the big order. We have a Lou Costa, a Brigitte. We have nothing in ZELLE. And then there is definitely an order in Q for the website, Austin Albert. Let's see if there's one after Austin. Yes, there's one after Austin. It would be Mr. Jaded. So there's actually a couple people to service here. We have a couple of orders. We've shot up to 73 viewers all of a sudden. We were down to like 40 viewers a second ago. Crazy. I don't know how that works. All right, but let's take care of Ben first. Okay, Ben, he said $34. I get to choose the packs. Ben, I'll probably focus you into one box because I think that's a better system. Or I could get you a single pack of EB1. What do you think of that? Nah, he doesn't want to do that. Does he want to do that? Let's see, EB1. I wouldn't even know where the EB1 is. All right. How does 34 divide by 4, baby? EB3 is $4, right? 34 divided by 4, 8.5. I'm actually a psycho. You heard it here, guys. She's a psycho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.5. Let's just give you a 9. All right, problem solved. 9 EB3s. I like to focus in on one box. You know why, Ben? Because when you do that, in my opinion, you have a better chance at a hit coming out. I want EB1. Oh, you're not him, though. You're Edward Cornelio. Okay. Scared me there. All right. So, Mr. Ben, good luck. Any Washingtonians in here? Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Mr. Ben has agreed to the pack choice. EB3 is a recent release. It's nice and cheap. You can pull a manga out of here. I think the manga in here is really good, too. There you go. We are. Give us your thoughts on the latest things going on in the world, Miss Alexis. Hey, leader card. There we go. All right. I think Trump's going to address the nation tonight. I wonder what he has to say. He's probably going to announce that we're like invading Venezuela or something. Pretty sure we're going to invade Venezuela. He's going to be like, I heard they got some oil over there. There we go. I used to live out in Washington. My old house is flooded, so I was hoping no one in here is dealing with any of that. Okay. All of this is for you, Mr. Ben. It was all for you. All right. You pull a nice leader card, and these go in as well. Hopefully announcing that league is legalized. I don't think they're fully legalizing it like at the recreational level. I think they're going to reduce it, though, to being in the same category as steroids. Why is the screen so red now? There you go. See that? That's so weird. Okay. Who has the oldest order? It looks like it's Lou Costa. He sent for 6 Inferno X Korean. Lou Costa. Ready? How many of them? 3 of them. What does the $25 live get you? That's called a live custom. Think of it just like the Poke Shuffles, except it's bigger, it's more expensive. You have more to risk. So it's just like the Poke Shuffles, but it's $25 rather than $5. Risky. Here's Oricorio. And a cold one. There it is. 3 cold ones. Mr. Lou. Technically, you get an Oricorio, but to me, that's cold. He's going to come out and say we're invading Venezuela. And then he's going to say something like, we're the best administration. No one's ever seen an administration like ours before. I bet you he probably has a commentary on what happened in Australia. Ooh, wait, mate. All right, so now we have a Miss Bridget. Bridget, how are you? For Koga's Ditto Slab. Koga's Ditto Slab. Is that something you have in Slab Away, perhaps? Take a quick look at that. Yes. She sent $11, which makes this $149. Thank you, Miss Bridget. What a nice name. And now let's jump over here to the queue over here. We have Mr. Joshua Whipple, who says, sort my bag, please. I have some hollows that I don't need, possibly. Okay, Joshua Whipple. Ready? By the way, this is the lightning break. Jump in here for $30. 30, not 40. It's cheaper, actually. So bigly. Trump announced this week is now category 420. So prizes are better. That's right, Mr. Eli. So the hits in the live customs can go all the way up to $400. Compare that to the Poke Shuffles, which can only go up to $100. So you take a higher risk, you get a bigger reward. But you can lose a lot pretty fast in the live customs. They'll drain your wallet for sure. But if you get lucky, you're going to like it. All right, what we got? Ooh. So in box number 1, got your ARs. I like this Mewtwo a lot, by the way. ARs. All right, there we go. So you got some junk. Bag number 2. I'm always interested in the stuff like this, by the way, whether you want to donate it or put it toward the trade card, whatever it is. Here it is. All right, so you got a whole bunch of one-piece hollows. I'm really not interested in those. I get those out the wazoo. You can always donate them just to put them into the bulk pile, get them out of your bag. But let's see what you got in here. So you got some Altarts here. So he has ordered a bag sort to understand what he has better. Okay. Oh, wow, that's cool. Let's see what you guys are saying. The Pro Peace Party doing forceful peace. I ended the war by starting war. Thanks for everything, mister. No problem. Thanks for hopping by, Miss Bridget. Hope you're having a good week, by the way. Here's this. Here's a couple of these. Here's this. We got Gyarados. We've got this guy. I was learning, you know the girl who got set on fire in that train, the train in Chicago, you know? Probably one of the worst ways to go, by the way. I've seen a lot of death videos. Probably the worst way to go is burning to death. Really horrible. And what I learned, there was a legal couple. They're real popular on TikTok, and they like to talk about legal cases. And they were talking about how this guy, the only reason he was out there and about, was because of one of their law changes. They made it in Chicago, the cashless bail law. Did you hear about that? Because we complained about that a lot on this channel back when they announced that, because I thought it was so the opposite of common sense to do that. So they had like a new law that was supposed to make everything more fair for everyone, because rich people can get out on bail and poor people can't. But they do a cashless bail system now, and what it means is when you commit a serious crime or any crime, before having to go, in front of a judge to have your court case heard, you can get out of jail pretty much just without having to spend any money. You used to have to spend money to do that. And the problem with that is it just makes it so easy to get out of jail after you've committed some maybe kind of significant crimes. Maybe not so significant that they hold you indefinitely, but, because I think that's probably how it works, is if your crime is serious enough, they don't let you out no matter what. But if you commit a series of smaller crimes, they still let you out, and you don't have to pay any money to get out. So you can just commit crime after crime after crime after crime and just be let out repeatedly, which is exactly the problem with that system. And we talked about that back when they were passing it. I was calling them names, man. I was kind of mean about it even. I was like, this is so stupid, dude. All this time later, you find out that's how that guy got out of jail. The whole cashless bond issue ended up pretty much causing this girl to get set on fire. And I really feel like it's an example of society failing to protect her. It's a bad system. I get the idea of the system. It's like an experiment. Okay, that's Joshua Miller. I get the idea of the experiment, but I really feel like society has basically failed to protect her from a very obvious flaw with that idea. So we put the whole social justice ahead of common sense, common sense, what would you even call it? Policing, perhaps? Ooh, hair cross, nice. What's behind this guy? So that was a whole conversation. Now, I don't know if anyone remembers that conversation, but I remember it strongly because when I heard about it, I was disgusted. I was like, who's going to get hurt first from this? And then we'll have to point fingers at the politicians. That's what'll happen. Somebody's going to get hurt, and then it'll be the politicians' fault for letting the people out of jail when it was clear signs they shouldn't be let out. Lots of hits in here, man. You got lots of hits. Holy, dude. So I was right. I was right about that, in my opinion. We have proof of it now. It was an experiment, and it was a bad experiment. And they probably won't even end it right away. because, you know, it looked very bad politically to end that right away. That is a fat hits bag, Mr. Josh. You must be going deep. To reverse it would look very weak politically. It would look like, oops, guess we shouldn't have done that. Actually, it almost implicates that you're guilty a little bit, right? So I don't think that they're going to reverse it. And so more of that's going to happen in Chicago. And it's all about pride. It's pride. Cashless bail is not common sense. Common sense would say, if you do this system, repeat offenders are just going to get out over and over again until they do something really bad. There it is. Okay, Joshua Whipple. I'm going to say tier 2. Hey, mister, you kinked one of my cards. Hey, how's it going, man? Mr. Hotbox? I think Hotbox might be a troll, guys. Tier 2. Get your filthy hands off my Pokemon cards. No! Let's see. 3-Eye Atlas is coming to take me home. How you feeling today, Mr. Hotbox? Feeling a little crazy today? feeling a little wild. So you got all these hollows, including some Poke hollows. You are Mr. Josh. The government picked Steven Spielberg to make a movie that discloses the existence of aliens. Friday's the deadline for the Epstein files. Ooh. It is. That'll be fun. I'll put a couple in there. Okay. Let's see. TCC Colt. Okay, let's grab this. I don't feel like the whole cashless bail has to be a Republican or a Democrat subject. I feel like it's just a common sense subject. All right, there's your bag sort. That was $3 per bag. Helps you understand what you got. The mothership is coming Friday. Ooh. Okay. Next up, we have an order. Edward Shelton, 1 more box of Mega and 10 more Obsidian Flame. Hell yeah, dude. All right, this will be the box of Mega. I can feel it. How does cashless bail work? So imagine you do kind of like, you don't murder anyone, right, Mr. Arturo? Imagine you do a crime like you steal from a gas station. Maybe you punch a guy while you're stealing from the gas station. Well, the cops arrest you and they immediately put you into jail. You are now given a court date to go in front of a judge and argue your case in front of a judge. But that court date might be next year because the court has a whole bunch of court cases to go through. In the meantime, you can either sit in jail or pay money to get out of jail. That's called bail. Bail is the money you pay to get out of jail while you're waiting for your court date. Rich people can always pay bail. They've got lots of money. So if they commit a crime, they just pay their bail and get out. Not just rich people, but people who have a lot of family. So if you got family and friends, they pitch in and they get you out. Then you get to talk to a lawyer. You get to be more comfortable. You know, it's a nice thing to be able to get out of jail. People who are poor can't afford that. And so the progressive thinking is that, hey, this system is unfair. Everyone should be allowed to get out, not just rich people. And it seems like well-intended. I know that's where it came from. It came from a place of well-intentions. But you have to understand, if you make a lot of crimes cashless bail, you're just going to make it really easy for people who are real messed up in the head to just get out over and over and over again and just keep doing that crime. Because every time you do the crime, you get another court date, and then they just let you out again, and then you're still homeless. You're still a drug addict. Right, like Rob Reiner, he just got killed by his drug addict son, right? You're still a drug addict, you're still homeless with no money, and so you just go do the same crime again. And that's the downside to it. So there's an upside. The upside is that, you know, it's not just rich people who can easily get out of jail while they await their court date. Oh no, this is not a good start. Oh no, dude. Mister, what set is it? This is a box of Mega. Dragonite SIR, yep, good luck, Cricket Jim. Mr. I love you. Hey, what's up, Mr. Brandon? How's it going? I hope you're having a great December. But so there's, you know, there's a belief system that the system is unfair and it hates poor people. But I would argue it's more like this. Nobody commits more crimes than the homeless people who have no money. So the cashless or the cash bail system, ironically, captures the biggest offenders because those guys never have any money because they're drug addicts who spend all their money on drugs. They can't keep a job down. Like you can keep a job down. Oh yeah, there we go. Saved by the Inferno XMA. Lovely. So it's weird, but money kind of sorts people, just like college sorts people. But money kind of sorts people. You can find out who's kind of a stable person, who's a person who's, you know, a contributor, level-headed, consistent, they have habits. You can find out who that is by who's capable of paying bail, who has supportive family members who bring a level of stability into their lives and can take care of them. You find out who that is by who can pay bail. People who absolutely cannot pay bail are the most dangerous group of people because it's always drug addicts with no jobs. And that's the problem. So when you make it possible for a guy who's maybe like a drug addict to just get out over and over and over and over again, have you just improved society or have you made it more dangerous? And I think there's a mistaken thinking where people believe the guys like this guy who just set this girl on fire, all they ever needed was a second chance and a hug. It's hard for some people to accept that there are just dangerous people out there that cannot be helped. It's hard for them to accept that. And it's like, that's how it really is. Who sets a girl on fire? Just an absolute psychopath killer. That's it. Or just somebody who's high out of his mind. One or the other. But trust me, there's psychopath killers who kill for nothing but sport. And I accept that about the world. That's what gives me my perspective on law and order. I've witnessed it. I've experienced it. I grew up in it. And so I understand it. I think there's a lot of people who mean very well and they don't understand how vicious the real world is. And so they just think a social worker and a hug is going to fix everything. And cashless bail is a good idea. And it's just not. And we are, you know, so it's an experiment. Cashless bail is an experiment. And we have just found out that it doesn't work. We found out that you do cashless bail and then a guy like this who gets let out 70 times goes and sets a girl on fire later. And now that she's burned nearly to death, her whole life is ruined. Her face is mutilated. She can't experience feelings in her nerves anymore. She'll live a much shorter life. She'll have depression, anxiety. She'll die soon. Now that she's been sort of sacrificed for this experiment, now the people will say, oh, maybe this is a bad idea. I don't want it anymore because I don't want to be set on fire. I don't want my daughter set on fire by some random homeless guy on a train. I didn't need to do the experiment. I already knew. And that's what much of politics is being able to predict these things. Ooh. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. So let me place this over here. All right. Did she live? She did live with like burns on 90% of her body. She's going to be, have you ever seen a person like that? They look like a ghoulie right out of a vicious video game, like a scary video game. So people should see what she looks like. Eventually you probably will. And it will terrify you. All right. I'm going to go get 2 boxes of the Obsidian Flames. Ooh, it smells good in there, man. Karis is cooking something. All right. Okay. There we go. Virginia's justice system is somewhat good at keeping criminals at bay. We got rid of parole in the 90s. Nice. All right. Let's do this. Very good. The next few boxes of Mega Dream have to be hot. I think they're hot. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Oops. I might have to order more Mega Dream. It's pretty popular, huh? I haven't seen any SIRs for Mega Dream for a while, to be honest. You are? Ugh. Well, it definitely didn't help, probably, that we opened a bunch of them all at once, the SIRs. But we did just sweep a couple cold boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there we go. Let's pull that Charizard out of here. You must be long for my order, says Mr. Thim. Yeah, there's been some bigger orders today on a Wednesday. You know, weirdly busy. Look, it says we only have 53 viewers. Crazy. We had 70-something viewers a second ago. The viewership has had these big swings to it. So strange. Wonder if it's YouTube not reporting the real views. But I don't know. This doesn't feel like that. All right. So, snip of that. Hearing about that lady was sad. The lady who got set on fire. There was several instances similar to this. Like the Ukrainian girl who was stabbed to death. That guy also was let out of jail a lot. The judges are scared to be tough. They think it's like not social justice or something, I suppose. And then it's like these guys go on to commit these horrible crimes. It's like, bro, just face the reality. Stop doing the experiment. Start protecting people. Here's Carvana. Here's Pidgeot. Ooh. Okay, lovely. Lovely. But I don't know. Maybe just more people will die, and then eventually the pendulum will swing, you know? People will see more horrible crimes, and they'll say, I don't like crime. Then they'll vote to have tough crime laws. Ah! Mr. Edward! Wow. That's the goal. We just pulled the Charizard. Why does it feel like this guy's so easy to pull? Wow, man, look at that. Beautiful. Ooh. Did my order ship, says Mr. Jorge. When did you order shipping? Did you order it last night? There we go. All right, Mr. Edward. You went deep and it paid off today. How does that sound? Very nice. Ta-da! Because it is. It's a small set. I think it's a small set, everybody. Here's Gita. Gita, who looks a bit like Slenderman with hair. Okay, I pulled another one on stream a few weeks ago. Crazy, man. That Charizard's cool, man. Pricey, too. Okay, here's, oops, Gita. And Scizor. And Togekiss. And darn, no Umbreon. I want that Umbreon, man. Just pull that Umbreon, will you? All right. Are you new Cricket Gym? Cricket Gym is Mr. Edward Shelton. He is actually kind of new, but he has been going deep for a little ever since he started. So you got the Inferno X, too. That's not so bad, actually. All right. Very nice. Getting the Charizard, but not the Ninetales. My name was Eddie Shelton. Yeah, before YouTube did its thing, huh? All right. Okay. Mr. Edward. Baggie number 24. For some reason, my name wasn't changed. There we go. That's a big order. Jennifer Yap says Giratina and Garchomp. Oh, yeah. So this one is a Jimmy Torres slab. All right. Thanks, Jen. Very good. I have another Charizard in my box also. I think you mentioned that. I think you mentioned that you wanted it sleeved. I might help you out with that and just sleeve it for you. Which one was it? I can't remember. Was it this one? This one. Here it is. Jen, you're looking like me. Jennifer Tapp, where are you? I missed 6. 6 was here maybe like 2 days ago. We are. Let's see. Okay. No, I have another SIR one. Oh, nice. Here it is. If you're looking to sell the one you just pulled, I'm all ears, by the way. We are. Or you can grade it and then sell it. I'm also interested in hollows or anything you want to trade toward the trade slab. We got this trade slab. Remember that, guys. Letting everybody know about that. The trade slab is something you don't have to trade into it. You can actually buy a spot in it. You got Miss Jen? So wait a second. Let me also pay this guy out. Jimmy Therese. Another bounty. Oh, you're right. Okay, so it's about $32 this time. Round it up to 98. Okay, that's Jimmy at 98. Did anyone snag the Meganium Prime Tag slab? Meganium Tag? You mean out of the Poke Shuffles, perhaps? What does he mean by that? Where'd that trade slab go? We didn't finish that one off, right? I don't think we did. Is it over here? Ooh, we got a free slab there. Is that a free slab? Perfect. So we can get that one going. I was just about to ask myself what the next free slab should be. Oh no, it's gonna be over here, isn't it? Is this it? Ah, there it is. Found it. There's some slabs off to the side, guys. There we go. And one free slab, huh? I hope to hit it something in the Poke Shuffle's wall. Yes. Sorry for the long wait times, everybody. Now, Hathim, you've been waiting a while. Is that right? So, Hathim, you ordered 6 Phantasmals. We did service that. And then after that, I don't think I have another order for you. Yeah, so, Hathim, you ordered 6 Phantasmals. That was serviced. Okay, so Mr. Jimmy says, I'll take the Palafin 10. I'll use 26 store credit. All right, the Palafin 10. Funny enough, that's actually also a consignment card. Here it is. So you've sent me $2. That means we need to subtract 26 from your card. 98 minus 26 is 72. So, Mr. Jimmy, you got $72 remaining. There it is. Good. And let's go ahead and give this cut to Mr. Anthony Kalura. Jeez, that's a lot of slabs. Man, we go through so many slabs. Anthony Haymeyer, Anthony Kalura. There it is. Do you randomly find cards you forget you own? Oh, all the time, constantly. That's what happens if you get a big enough collection, you're like, where did this come from? All right. There he goes. Okay. Boop. So this is yours now, Mr. Jimmy. Has anyone ever played God Breakers? God Breakers. Thank you, Jimmy. So now we have our order over here with Austin Albert, who waited a while, but it is finally your turn, Mr. Austin. Austin says he wants one round of Poke Shuffles times $25. Ooh, so let me ask you a question, Mr. Austin. Is that actually supposed to be the live custom packs, or did you mean to order 5? I'm sorry, yeah, 5 Poke Shuffles. Because here it says the quantity is 1 times 25, which means that the website probably needs updating. Let me go update this. Snoopy slab when? We need to get some Snoopy slabs. 5 shuffles. You got it, man. Let me go look that up, by the way. Poke Shuffle. I'm going to choose Quick Edit. Custom boosters. How do these work? Let me hit cancel on it. So it looks like they have two options, $5 and $25. I'll just have to ask you, because it looks like it's designed to give you two options, the $5 and the $25. That's not, I don't think we should run it that way. I think the way this should work is it should be a single product called the Poke Shuffles for $5, and then a second product called the Live Customs for $25. Zach says, I'm the only one in the OP13. We actually also have Mr. Edward Cornelio in there. So it's 1 out of 13. We ended up learning that OP5 was like absurdly expensive. And so as a result of that, we canceled that one. It was going to be like 33 spots. Which I don't think people would have liked that. They'd have been like, oh, hell no. All right, let's go get you 5 Poke Shuffles. There we go. Okay, we also just spent thousands of dollars to acquire another OP13 case. All right, so Austin Albert, are you ready? Thanks for your patience, man. 1, 2, 3. What time is it, by the way? 7:13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's time for me to go eat some dinner. Ooh. Old Maid Togepi. All right, so you'll be allowed. You'll be allowed to re-roll the Togepi or keep it. Ta-da! Here it is. That's Old Maid Togepi. If you re-roll it, you'll get, I believe, 7 re-rolls. Okay, I would have got in still similar to a Mega Slab break. Oh, you're talking about for the OP05. Maybe we still have a time to host that. I think it just takes some time to digest the absurd price on it. I'll take it. I love it. All right. Very cool. I was telling Karis we got to work harder to cook a good meal for ourselves because we're not eating healthy enough. She's trying to pitch in with that. Togepi is in an egg-eeny. What? Next up, we have Mr. Jaded. He waited a little while, too. Jaded says he wants 19 of the Nikkei BTO3. BTO3. I might have to get a fresh box of BTO3. We got some BTO3 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel the price would have enticed people, plus a 1K plus box for 40 bucks. True. Well, maybe the red box will finish quickly and we can just start up another box right afterwards. So let me go get a BTO3. All right, so here we are. Oh. Oh. It was actually for 20. Yeah. Whoever won the initial OP5 break made out super well. Oh, yeah. That was like a 16 spot break or something. It was crazy cheap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jada said, I made a blunder. Oh, did you want to buy a whole box maybe? Is that what you want? You want a whole box of them? I think I understand the blunder. That was me, says Edward. Edward, you know how you got that box for 40 bucks? Well, to get a box like that from a truly sealed case, a freshly sealed case, freshly opened one, you would need to pay like $1,300 almost. So from 40 to 1,300, not bad. It is. Part of that was just because it was cheaper back then. Now it's more expensive. It's gone up over time. Who's getting the $75 to $100 Avatar popcorn bucket? Me and Zach love OP boxes. Yeah, I'm loving them right now. I typed 19 instead of 20. Oh, I see. But the quantity says 20. But keep in mind, for a fresh box, you would have needed 24 of them, okay? So it's a box with 24 packs. So I thought for a second what you were trying to say is you wanted 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Do you have any cheap lantern slabs? I think I've got a lantern. He's not cheap. I think I have a lantern slab, and he's super expensive because it's Unseen Forces. I can't remember if he's with me or if I put him into the vault. You are? All right. I don't have any, like, really cheap ones, you know what I'm saying? I might have a poker lantern. I'm not sure if I have a poker lantern. If I run into a poker lantern, I'll grade them, okay? Okay. Let's start sneeping. Okay, mister, that's why I thank you. Yes. You got to thank all the other people in the break, too. There we go. Because if you think about it, they paid for it. I just hosted it. So the way it really works, I'm the host, and I get a cut of the sale. But really, it's all these other guys helped pay for it, didn't they? And someday it'll be your turn. Someday it'll be in a break, and you'll be paying it for somebody else. So, but I think what's important is that you got a box that's going up in price. That's really cool. We try to focus on that on this channel. So we don't just open like benign booster boxes. We don't just put on any random set on the channel. We really do try to pick sets that we think have a certain quality to them, where the demand is high and there's an opportunity to grade the card and flip it, or an opportunity to sit on the product and see it go up in price. So one of my rules when I'm picking out product for the menu is I ask myself, would I open this and grade the cards inside? And if the answer is no, I just don't buy it. If the answer is yes, I definitely buy it. And if the answer is hell yes, I buy a lot of it. I stock up on it for the future. So that's how we do it. Did you guys see my short, by the way? I posted a short showing off some McDonald's booster packs. I just bought those for $3,000. $3,000 of McDonald's booster packs for the future, because I suspect they'll do well over time. Will you order more one-piece boxes of other types? Any pre-order lists? Currently, I'm not picking out another one-piece set. I'm just buying whatever the latest set is. So I'd like to restock OP13 Japanese again at a low price, not a high price. But even my supplier's saying he just doesn't have it. So I was just going to kind of wait for him to get more of it and then see what he offers. Here it is. In the meantime, now we've got 2 cases of the English set. And even though it's really expensive, it might not get much cheaper if, in fact, it does have an error card in it that they're going to correct. So if OP13 has an error card in it that people actually want, and they correct it in the reprint, then you might be looking at the cheapest price on Print Series 1 OP13 right now. You might be looking at 21 or whatever it is, you get it off of eBay. That might be the cheapest price. What's good about mine is we haven't seen that poster come out, so he might be in those packs right now. You have a chance to go pull him. OP13 Ace Wanted poster error card. Is OP13 box break English? Yes. Can you imagine a person buying 7 cases of Evolving Skies booster boxes for $1,200? I hate myself. 7 cases? Well, how much would a case would have cost back in the day? It would have been about 140 times 7, 140 times 6, 140 times 6. So a case of, back in the day, Evolving Skies was about $840 for a case of it. And that was one of my smartest moves that I made back then. I made a really smart move of buying a bunch of cases of Evolving Skies. You know, kind of changed my life. I had 7 cases for cheap. You had 7 cases for cheap. What's the error on it, says Mr. Joda. Apparently, there's something wrong in the text. The text is like for Luffy instead of for Ace. It is, which makes the card unplayable. And so if you look up I guess the Ace Wanted poster from OP13 English first print run, he's selling for like $1,000 or something. I don't know. I once sold as a BGS something. I can't remember the prices. We looked at it earlier. Here you go, Mr. Jaded. All right. Well. Let's see. And open them all. Damn. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Don't feel bad about it. People, Mr. Brandon, people do this all the time. They buy product and they open the product at the time, and then later it goes up in price and damn, I should have kept them all sealed. The thing is, you didn't know that at the time. Like, what if you had pulled Umbreon and you graded him and you sold him for $800? Well, you also didn't know he was going to $3,000. So it's about making a prediction on holding product, you know. Collectibles by their nature are meant to be held. That's the nature of them. The nature of it, like this guy right here, look at this. Super Burst Impact Raikou. He's currently $70. Back when he came out, if you graded this 10, he was probably about $30 back then. Now it's the future, and he's for sale for 70. So he's gone up more than double 30, right? And as time goes by, this will get even older. That's 2018, right? So this will just get even older. And one day it'll be so old that it'll cross the $100 line. And so that's kind of how these collectibles are working. People are collecting all the cards from a set. They're collecting good-looking cards like, oh, this nice Raikou. 20 years from now, it'll be the year like 2040, right? And this will be, what, 2018 Raikou? He'll definitely sell for over 100. He'll sell for like 150, 200, 250, I don't know what. Even inflation by itself will cause his price to rise. Forget about demand and supply and all that stuff. So, assuming people still find the Pokemon brand relevant, it'll go up. The curious thing is, what's next, So you missed out on Evolving Skies. Should you be stocking up 20 cases of Mega Dream? Well, what if they print it to the moon? What if they just print so much of it that it doesn't matter? What about the next set? What about the 20th, 30th anniversary set? Like, where do you put your money most efficiently? And the answer is really hard to say. You could buy a little bit of this, a little bit of that. If you buy one case of every set, then you're definitely going to have at least one case of the most popular set. If you don't buy a case of every set, but you buy like 5 cases of what you think the best set is, what happens if that set's overprinted, like Hidden Fates? Hidden Fates was overprinted. Vivid Voltage was overprinted. Champion's Path was overprinted, right? So what happens if it gets overprinted? Well, then you put all your money into this set and it doesn't really rise. Evolving Skies rose a lot. Fusion Strike didn't rise as much. It's just tricky to say. And with Pokemon, what should you buy? A whole case of Mega Dream, or should you buy one box of Evolving Skies and put that into your closet? Well, there was a point where Team Up was like $2,000. I thought it was too much. Now Team Up's like $10,000. So again, it's just, there's no easy answer to any of these questions. Everyone's throwing their money all over the place. I just kind of pick a thing that I really like and I work on it. So that's why I just pick the thing I like and I stick to it. I like to pick up, especially sets that I enjoy seeing. I like the Rocket set a lot, Glory of Team Rocket, so I got a bunch of Destined Rivals. It might not even be the best set. I just like Team Rocket, that's it. So there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just a feeling. Just got the first OP14 presale email, and boxes are up to $140 now on presale. Gosh, man. Hi, what's the closest break? Well, you could argue it's this one. It hasn't even begun, Miss Six. It's Cubone, Master Ball Cubone. And it's only $30 to buy into that. $30 Cubone. 4 spots, $30. He's the closest break, even though there's nobody in it currently. The other one, probably this, is a very different thing. That's the Jumbo Pack Break with 2 spots remaining. Now, the only problem for you, Miss Six, is we're hopping off for the night. Jumbo Pack Break. Squeak! All right, so I had a lot of fun with all you guys. I'm just checking all this real fast. I see we do have an order for Mr. Hathim for 5 Hololive Elite Spark. Is the Elite Spark right next to me? I don't see it next to me. Mr. Hathim, it is 7:26. I think we're going to start your order at the beginning of the nighttime stream, okay? It's just super late. I know Karis's food is probably done cooking. I'm going to hop off and open those tonight, okay? I hate to tell you that, but we got to have a cutoff time. Let's see your rocket briefcase. I never bought one of those. I'm hopping off. I will see you tonight for the late night stream for Wednesday. I hope you'll be there. See you later, everybody. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't.